Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of our Football Manager Road to Glory save here with York City, the save where we take York from the Vanarama Conference North all the way to the Premier League and beyond. In today's episode, the fixture list changed, so we've got Man City and Wrexham in the FA Cup coming up for you. I'll take you through how we've been getting on off camera, and we'll have a discussion about what's been going on in the save. If you are new to the series, please leave a like down below, a subscribe if you're new would really help me out. Let's crack on with the episode. So as you can see here, everybody, the form since the last episode really has been actually pretty decent. I mean, it's been pretty outstanding. Let's be honest. We're on a really good run here. Lots of greens in there, which you love to see. You love to see it. 4-0 against Brighton. It finished 3-1 against Southampton. Roberto Magi is just he is absolutely sensational on sensational form for us. Look at him here. I mean, he's still got his interest. Part of me wants to re-sign him, get rid of his release clause for the club, but having said that, if I can get 46 million for him, there are other players out there that could do as good a job, and he is like I say, a blow hot and cold type player. Against Swansea 0-0 in the Carabao Cup, we got knocked out on penalties there. Lewis Macy and Dale Mills against Norwich. Matt West, Roberto Magi and Callum Henderson. Henderson is brilliant. I did say he was a tremendous pickup for us when we signed him, and he's certainly proving that to me now. Lambert, as I say, incredible player. Just I would love him to do actually more. To do more, if you know what I mean, on the actual pitch, but he does come up with goals. I think he's on 10 for the season now, which for your first season at a club is not bad at all. I think it's his first season in the Prem as well. See what I mean? He's got a hat-trick there against Aston Villa. Let's have a quick look at his goals here. So yeah, I mean, it's been really exceptional. I'm just a bit worried now. We've got the transfer window coming up, and I'm worried that some of our players are going to get sniped by the big boys. We are in the Champions League groups in the fourth or fifth, I think, at the moment. I don't think that we're going to finish in the Champions League positions. I don't think that's going to happen. Besic's been good. I'm playing him in central defence, and he's really good in that position. See what I mean? Lambert just driving at the heart of the defence there in a superb finish. Yeah, Besic really excellent in our system. So I mean, it has been really good. What I've been doing is been rotating between our shadow striker, our adapted shadow striker system, and the back attack tactic, and it's been working out really well. So let's crack on. We'll do the Man City and Wrexham game for you now, and we'll have a chat about what we're going to be doing or trying to do in the January transfer window. Okay, everybody. So in the build-up week, as soon as the transfer window opened, Olympique Lyonnais came in with a £46.5 million bid for Roberto Magi here, meeting his release clause. So the board have decided to take it out of my hands and sell him. I'm not that displeased with that, let's be honest. I mean, he was going, and I'm quite pleased it's not to a rival Premier League club. Let's just have a look at Magi here. I mean, he has been absolutely tremendous for us. He's been a big reason that we are where we are in the league. I mean, he's a brilliant player, but you know, he's got the release clause. He does deserve his move to a big club. I'm not going to hold it against him at all. Rejected the offer from Arsenal. If they meet the 46.5 again, we'll come in with that. Burnley are in for Toth. A lot of other teams are looking at Toth as well. I've rejected an offer from them. I want 22.5 million. Actually, we'll sell it for 25.5 for Richard Toth. So that's what's going on in the transfer market. Now, we have made a bid for Nikola Milicevic, the Serbian striker, the wonder kid that we wanted as a replacement. I actually think he's probably overall better than Magi. I think he's going to be absolutely brilliant. I think he's going to be tremendous. 4-star player, 5-star potential ability. A bit irritating due to the work permits. We'd actually made a bid for him a few weeks back, a month or so back, which was accepted. He's got a 12.75 million release clause on him. He accepted the contract even though Paris Saint-Germain were after him at the time. However, his work permit was turned down, which was such a shame. And I saw on the bottom of the screen, that red bar, said that an offer of 26 million would be enough to get his points that he needed for the work permit. So I've decided I'm moving now. I'm moving straight away to get him in the van. So we should be welcoming Nikola Milicevic to the club soon. In terms of what we're going to do this episode, I don't think we're going to do the FA Cup game now. I think it's going to be just going on too long. So we'll start the negotiations with Nikola. No, I don't want stepping stone. I don't want that. You can have a big pay rise, certainly. Finalise promises, negotiate deal. Unfortunately, all these big players now want a release clause, but we'll bump it up to 92 million. Hopefully we can get rid of that in the future. Let's offer him that. Yeah, he's happy with that. Excellent stuff. So Nikola Milicevic is coming in the van here. Let's have a look at him. Decisions, off the ball, technique, finishing, first touch, good pace and physicals to him for his age. Really, really good signing. So I'm pleased with that in total. Let's crack on with the Man City game now. Oh wow, the board, very unlike the board here we are recording, very unlike the board here. They've released some extra transfer funds, made an extra 40 million available for transfer. So with the Magi money and maybe some Toth money as well, we might be able to get that up to sort of 80 million. So there's a lot I can do with that money. I've got some transfers in mind aside from Milicevic, who we know is coming in. So interesting times here at York. We can really build from here, build from this position, I think, and really push and challenge for the European spots this season. That is the aim. Like I say, I don't think I'm going to do the Wrexham game. I think I'm going to play the kids in the Cup. I think we've got bigger fish to fry than the FA Cup currently. So I'm going to play the kids and also this with the transfer window, transfer activity stuff. This episode, I think, is going to go on too long to cover the Wrexham game. So let's get to the Man City match itself. Let's go to the team selection. Yeah, so very interesting that. They normally reject out of hand any kind of requests or anything like that I do. This team looks okay. We'll put Toth in for Balac. Interesting the bid came in for Toth. I would be willing to let him go. I just want to see if I've finalised my promise for Gray. No, we've got to play Gray, I think, one more time to finalise that. That's all right. He's been actually pretty good at the right part of defence there. So let's crack on with the game itself. So here we are then, York City versus Man City in the league. Big game this one for us. If you remember last season, they smashed us, West. They smashed us 8-1 last season when we were first in the league. And it was looking like a long old fight. Harwood's picked up a knock there. Raphael scores. It was looking like a long old fight for survival. Got to do something about this Harwood knock, I think. Reece Devine for Harwood. That is unfortunate there. However, like I say, I mean, we have looked so much better this season against all the teams, but specifically against the big boys. We've not looked out of our depth at all. Miggins, second goal of the season from a Mills free kick. I think one of the big differences has been Miggins at the back there. You really do notice the difference when you've got a world-class defender at the back for you. I'd like another one to add to the collection. So I think I'll be moving in the transfer. There is Vinigri, is that? Or Vinigra? Or Rodri scores for Man City there. Of course he does. First goal of the season. So, I mean, like I say, I'm really just overall delighted with the progress that we've made this season. I'd be happy with a spot in the Europa League positionings. I'd like Magi to get a goal in his last game of the season for us, or last game for us, full stop. Would like that. Down into 6 now. I think that is more likely where we're going to be. This season. I don't think we've got enough to break in to the top 4, though it does depend, I suppose, what we do in this window coming up. We could really go for it. Sterling. See what I mean? We're just so much more resilient. That would have easily been another goal last season. So much more resilient than where we were. So yeah, I am truly delighted with how we've been doing and the state of the save. Part of me wishes that there was another month or so until FM21. Only a small part of me, so that we could really get this York side, champions of Champions League winners, dominant team in Europe. But I mean, I'm also delighted that 21 is coming out, of course. I think I've decided, by the way, on what my beta save is going to be. Let's go to the dressing room, hand over to the assistant. I'm pleased with that. I'll take 2-1. Hopefully we can nick a goal here. But yeah, I think I've decided what my beta save is going to be. I'm going to do Chelsea for the beta. I think they made some incredible signings in real life this season. Really, Frank is doing an excellent job building for the future. I know that the first couple of results this season haven't been that great for them. I'm not a Chelsea fan, by the way. I don't really support any Premier League side, but Sterling down. It's a penalty. Unfortunate. Looks like we're going to be losing to Man City today, unless Gibb can make a brilliant save. Rodrigo scores in the back of the net there. Unfortunate that. I mean, like I say, you've got to take the rough with the smooth. So it's going to be Chelsea in the beta. Let me know what your first save is going to be. Now, I have seen on Twitter lots of announcements going out by fellow content creators of their plans and saves. I would urge you guys to be a little bit careful with your beta saves. I know that you want to do these weird and wonderful saves, these challenges, etc. You want to get cracking on those, but I do strongly suggest that you look at the player base of Football Manager, and you think about your channel, and you think is everybody else going to be wanting to watch your save? Because you see it so many times where you think, oh, that's a really good idea for a save, but it's got no views. That's because most people only really play the Premier League and the Championship. That's what most of the player base of FM are English or British. They don't. They're not interested in the weird and wonderful saves that you come up with, unfortunately. Sadly. I think that's for later on in the game, if you know what I mean. Later on in the game life cycle. But obviously, if you're only doing it for fun, if you're doing it as a little hobby horse, then it's entirely up to you what you do. You do you, man. You do you. But I'm going with Chelsea, I think, for the beta save. Just for a few weeks, while we wait for the full game to come out. I think on the beta we get eyes on the channel, etc. So looking forward to that massively. Little bit disappointed with this. I would have loved Magi to have scored there to say goodbye to the club. Little bit disappointed with this. Reason being, Mills, Gray scores there. Reason being is that I played this game through. It didn't hit record, my usual shenanigans. Luckily I had a save right before it, but didn't hit record, and we'd actually drew this one 1-1. Can we get another goal? Gray. Oh, I thought that was a pen there. Reddy is a player I am desperate to bring in. I really want Reddy. I don't think it's going to happen, but he would actually be, alongside Miggins, the perfect long-term partner. Oh dear, Macy has brought down his man. Luckily didn't get sent off, but it's going to be 4-3 here, isn't it? Danny Olmo smashing it into the back of the net. Man City 4, York 2. I think that is an unfair reflection of how we did this game. You can really see the difference between this season and last season. We gave it as good as we got. Shots 12, on target 8 versus 10. We were out possession, to be fair, in that match. So tell the boys their efforts were excellent. They were excellent. Continue with the game there. Let's get to the schedule screen and see where we will come back to you at. So I don't think we've done Liverpool yet this save in the Premier League yet. So we're going to come back to you. Liverpool, maybe I'll do the Watford game. We'll see how it goes. But I'm trying to sort of more or less do one game per episode now, I think. So we'll come back to you at the Liverpool Watford game. We'll see how we get on in the January transfer window as well. So there we have it, everybody, waving goodbye to Roberto Magic Magi after a couple of seasons with us, a couple of excellent seasons with us. Our main goal threat he's been, of course. We're replacing him with the Serbian wonder kid Milicevic. We'll see how he gets on. Hopefully he can make an impact. I've got some shopping to do this January as well. So if you have enjoyed that episode, everybody, please leave a thumbs up down below. A subscribe as well would really help me smash my subscribe target. I'm hoping to get to 100 before FM21 comes out, but we will see what we will see. And I will see you all in the next episode. Have a lovely rest of your day, everyone.